For those players, though, OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they have...
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Texas Capitol. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
One down. More to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now, this great city, Austin, one of the fastest growing metropolises, not just in Texas, but in the U.S. as a whole. Of course, the University of Texas is here. Vibrant nightlife, great music scene, great food scene. And now an NFL franchise, and these folks are over the moon. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Early on, he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Aviators are on the board here first in the season opener. A try here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Operating from the gun, Barker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Barker. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not. He works it past. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. Right back to him on first down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Barker. Touchdown, Packers! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after try forthcoming. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barker throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry here for their running back. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Barker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Fights loose. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Aviators will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to throw. Parker. He shakes him off. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Looking to throw. Barker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw. Barker. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Shifts by him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Operating from the gun. Barker. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Aviators offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Austin. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Aviators answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other...
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Throwing to start the drive. Barker throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Looking to throw. Barker.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Barker. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they will take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week one. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement